Yo, what's going on, guys? Savage here. Today is the first day of season 5, and with that we will be spectating a random and analyzing their gameplay. What better way to break open a new update than spectate a random and see what they're gonna do? There's a lot of new things in this update. We'll cover that in my video I'm gonna post later today. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the wolf pack today, leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 600 likes. And like I said, guys, I'm gonna be posting a video on the update later on through the day. But guys, we've been getting a lot of love on this series. I really appreciate the feedback, guys. The positivity in the comments has been absolutely blowing me away, so thank you guys for that. But without further ado, let's dive into it. All right, guys, here we are spectating NBA Youngboy. Yes, this is the real one, at least I would imagine. Why else would his name be NBA Youngboy? Anyway, we're playing this new solos mode. It's called solos buyback. I'm guessing it's stimulus. I don't know. It seems the same. We'll see. So this is my first time actually in the new update. Yes, I'm actually breaking down in randoms gameplay as my first time in the new update. All right, so here we see people are already going at it on the train. It's a very small train. I really wasn't expecting it to be that small. But again, this is my first time in the map. I have no idea what any of this crap means. If you look on the screen next to his name in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a red key. It looks like, I don't know if that's really a key or what. I have no idea, but that's what it is. Anyway, back to analyzing the gameplay. So now we have $4,500. I believe you need $4,500 to buy yourself back. He's getting bags on bags on bags. It's time to buy the loadout stash. If you notice, when he looks at loot, he takes a little too long to look and analyze whether he wants it or not. Guys, decision making is key. Decision making quickly is key. You want to quickly look at the loot, make the decision whether you want it or not, and then bail from it. Don't sit there and just stare at it back and forth. Again, wasted time. Especially in a game mode like this where you can buy yourself back, the possibility to drop high amount of kills is so high. So if you look on the mini map, there was a guy on the roof. I don't know if he jumped down. There he is, and GG's. All right. Now you gotta be very careful. He's not scanning the rooftops at all. Granted, that probably was the guy. But regardless, you want to scan the rooftops. He doesn't even look up there. All right, so if you look at the map, we're getting a cluster strike shot in from fire station. If you guys didn't know, cluster strikes are directional based. Cluster strikes will launch in the direction that the enemy called them. So basically, if the enemy was over here, you would see on the map the clusters going from this point to this point. But they were called in over here, so that's where they were coming from. Okay, we got $9,500. There's a bunch of plates out there. He needs plates. I'm assuming there might be money too. He's just frozen solid. In situations like this, actually in this game period, guys, don't ever freeze up. Again, the worst case scenario is you die and you respawn. How are you going to get better sitting in a corner? You're not. Stop sitting, stop proning, stop stopping. You know, just don't stop. Keep moving. Also, guys, I highly recommend you turn on this setting right now. Let me see if I can find it off the dump. Movement. All right. I highly recommend that you turn the automatic tactical sprint on. The reason why is when you're moving from side to side and you want to move quickly, you won't have to worry about activating your tac run. It'll automatically do it as soon as you hit forward. It helps dramatically with your movement if you're trying to work an enemy or outplay the enemy. It's a huge benefit to have auto tac on because you're constantly moving really quick. Again, we cover this in every video, and it sucks that everyone's doing this, but I feel like because everyone's still doing this, I'm still going to talk about it. Guys, stop this. There's never a reason to crouch walk in Warzone. This isn't multiplayer. You don't have to worry about flags. You don't have to worry about domination points. You don't have to worry about holding angles. This is Warzone. All right, so NBA Youngboy's got 10 grand, and there's a buy station right next to him, but he's not buying a loadout. What level is he? He's at level 56. Okay, that explains everything. This may actually be his first game. I should have noticed that from the get-go. He might not even have a loadout stash created yet, honestly. Again, I'm really curious about everything. If you look under the mini map, there are two icons now and two different timers. There's a 2-minute timer, which is a circle closing in, and then there's a 15-minute or 14-minute timer. Self. Can we get some F's in chat for NBA Youngboy, please? Can we get some F's in chat for NBA Youngboy? All right, so here we are spectating a TTV kid. He is gonna be trying to get on the train, I imagine. Well, that's awkward. Kind of put yourself in a weird spot. Oh shit, there goes the car. There goes the car, brother. So what do you do now? I don't know if you can outrun this. I don't think you can. No. Get in the back. There you go. There you go. There you go. Come on, baby. Mantle it. Oh, oh, oh. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. All right. Here we are spectating our third player. We have 80 people left and still nobody's gotten their loadout. We're basically mid-game according to kills and no one has gotten their loadout that we've spectated. Crazy. And this dude's going to try to catch up the train, I think. All right, so playing full balls to the wall aggro. He's going for a bounty. Thank God. There's an enemy to his left. Let's see if he gets out and shoots him in the face. All right, here we are spectating Babatunde, who's got 3 kills, 74 people left, and he doesn't have his loadout either. Guys, this will probably be one of my last reviews of a random gameplay. It's very hard to teach you guys what to do when these guys are doing the complete opposite. Very hard. All right. Still broke as a joke. Still no loadouts. There's a free loadout stash legitimately right in front of him. All he's got to do is run there and get it. He's got 29 seconds. All right. So at this point, he's got his loadout stash. What do you do next? So the circle's coming in. Going to this bounty is absolutely shredded. There's no bounties on the way, unfortunately. Do not go for flags while the circle's closing in. You grab a flag while it's going to storage town. That's a wasted objective because you're not going to be able to capture it in time. You probably won't even be able to get to it in time. From this point forward, just kind of work position. There's nothing over here. Some search bounties, things like that. I wouldn't worry about any of this. You're trying to play aggressive, get in a vehicle, and go drive somewhere like TV station, quarry, or downtown. Stadium. I would imagine now that stadium's blown up, it's a giant camper's paradise. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't even been inside of it. But I'm assuming that's exactly what it is. So just be careful when you go there. So he's got 5 grand. He's got his loadout. Instead of looting these crates and trying to get $1 here, $1 here, he needs to go ahead, grab a vehicle, take his ass to a buy station, buy a UAV, and start hunting down kills. You guys want to get more kills per game? UAVs are your best friend. You can buy self-revives, you can buy gas masks, you can buy armor, you can buy whatever you want, but make sure you have UAVs up pretty consistently. All right, so we have a guy right here on radar. It says it has an up arrow on it. So the up arrow, so the arrows in general means he's flying in. If you look, his parachute's up there, but your boy doesn't even see him. So that's unfortunate. But he's just floating in the sky. There's a guy on top of this building. So from this circle rotation, we know that there's a guy here. We know there's an AFK somewhere around here. I would try to move as far from this building as possible because he's going to have a great shot on you regardless. Now we know there's a guy here. We know there's a guy here. We know there's a guy here. And then that AFK is somewhere. No telling where, but somewhere. Looks like he's on this roof now. So at this point, to fight this and this with circle coming in is a huge gamble, right? So if you do get in a fight, even if you win the fight, you're going to be fighting basically in blue. And the chance of pushing up the ladder and actually killing the guy up here is very slim to none because by the time you hit the roof, the blue will be on you and you're going to be in a very shitty position. Also, when you decide to push this guy may push you, this guy may push you, and even this guy might actually push you as well. Now, the issue with being on this building in general, even if you take over this building and you win and you're safe, right? Even if you kill the guy up here, when it's time for you to jump to safety, guess who's going to be gatekeeping you? Homeboy on this roof that shot at you originally. So the guy on this roof is probably going to kill this guy because he's got no cover. Unless that was the guy right there. But the other guy was on the roof, so I don't know. Unless he jumped down, he should be dead. Again, watch this roof right here. This is kind of my worry. Granted, that guy he killed over there by the doorway could be that dude, but never be so sure. Notice how he's looking at the ground while he's plating up. He's not scanning. Guys, stop staring at the ground. There's no reason for staring at the ground ever. You need to be looking. If you're plating, scan the area. If you're not doing anything, scan the area. Any downtime that you have, scan the area. Now, remember, there's also the other player that was over here, right? He could be in this area as well, so be careful. We knew there were at least 5 people here. There's 3 dead bodies, so that's yourself and 1 other that we know of. All right, now crossing safely here. This is a very, very ballsy push. If you need to buy, then you need to buy, right? But I would actually prefer this buy station, believe it or not. Granted, this hill right here is an absolute nightmare, so take it for what it's worth. But I would buy right here and then cut across. Right here, he's just kind of running the open. There's a guy in front of him. He should be able to get this kill. I like how he's waiting to shoot the target, so he's got a good shot. Unfortunately, he didn't wait long enough. Guys, map knowledge is key. So he didn't realize there's a ravine right there. He had no idea that when he shot at the enemy was going to fall to safety. So unfortunately now, the enemy knows where he's at, and he's going to be waiting for him. So the hesitation, the sitting here, is just going to get him tapped in the head by somebody else, or give the enemy he shot chance to rotate up and shoot him in the side. I guess the Bruin didn't get a nerf. All right, so right now he's pretty focused on the train. I get it's new, but he does see him now. Again, guys, the train oh. Again, guys, you want to take your shots. You never want to hesitate on shooting, but waiting to shoot an enemy to where he's vulnerable and hesitating are two different things. Not really sure what he's doing right now. He's got 1 minute 54 seconds. He's trying to gatekeep, but the problem with gatekeeping right here is you have this entire hill to your right side. If there's anybody on this hill, you're going to get shot because you're not even looking that way. You're not even scanning that way. Okay, there's a scan. JK. He's making me look like an idiot. I get he's trying to gatekeep, guys, but look, this is not a good place to gatekeep at all. He needs to go ahead and rotate in and get safe. The problem with him in his position, we'll talk about that in a second. The problem with his position is the fact that this building right here is going to gatekeep him. Right? He's going to run to safety. He's going to get shot probably from one of these buildings. Granted, there's only 26 people left, so there might not be anybody here. But if this was duos, trios, or quads, there would definitely be people here. Now, him throwing the C4 on that dead body, don't quite understand that one at all. Again, gas is right there. Nobody's coming that way. Nobody's coming that way at all. Plus, you're watching it. So why are you going to bait it with C4 if you're just ADSing on it? All right, I love the fact that he does one heartbeat scan, pushes the compound, make sure it's clear. Granted, heartbeat's not always 100% accurate. It just gives you a little bit more peace of mind. Make sure you're still on edge. Make sure your awareness is still high as hell. And just expect a threat at all times. Guys, if you want to be a more aggressive player, stop relying on the heartbeat sensor. If that means you have to unequip the heartbeat and run concussions, do it. Do it, guys. The worst thing for a player to do is rely on that heartbeat. That heartbeat will get them killed more times than it will help them. I'm definitely down for the sound horn, but remember, this building right here is on the edge of the circle, and it's a really nice building, so there might be somebody up here baiting it. If not, they're definitely going to be looking at this building. There he is, and he had no idea you were there. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, small PP poo poo. It's actually his name. Look at that. It's actually his name. All right, now let's get into circle positioning, right? Where do we go? Because this circle right here is pretty effed up, right? So he's in a bad area. He's in a bad area as far as circle navigation. This right here has high ground on him and can watch all of this, right? This is a very, very common compound. This compound right here too, very, very hot spot. He's got to push this way. There's no way around it. So I would go ahead and grab a bounty, hopefully identify somebody that's close. That way I can either A, hawk him down, or if I wanted to play passive and get safe, I would B, just realize he's there and try to avoid him. I'd probably kill him because, well, why would I pick up a bounty and not kill him? But if you're trying to be strategic and trying to get safe and you just don't have time to kill him, bail out. Now, talk about these compounds again. Look at Stadium, right? Stadium's new, Stadium's hot. There's definitely people here, probably on the roof. So you're looking at a person here, person here, person here, and this vehicle to stop. So definitely a person here. There's a fine line in playing the edge of the circle, right? That's what he's doing. He's playing the edge of the circle. The problem with playing the edge of the circle when the circle rotates like this is you're going to be out positioned. You're not in the favor. So at this point, your best bet is to rotate to the north, which is kind of what he's doing. I would rotate all the way around circle, try my best to get up here and work my way to this compound. If you stay on the low ground, you risk getting third party. You risk getting shot from here, and then while you're trying to avoid getting shot from here, either A, hiding, B, shooting at them, or C, proning behind a rock, you risk getting shot from the compound who's got the high ground. Because remember, suppressed or not, if you or an enemy is shooting in your area, it's going to let everyone on the map know there's a person in that direction. Was there a keypad on that door? Never noticed that before. Is that a new building? I'm going to have to look at that today. I think that's new. I'm pretty sure that's new. He's wasting a lot of time. Oh, he's got the gas mask, so he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. We're good. But I like the fact he's trying to get the high ground. Again, high ground is Bay. Careful of this building. Be very careful of this building. You're not the only one trying to play the edge. No windows were broken, no doors were open, so I would go ahead and imagine that it wasn't looted at all and there's nobody in it. But again, make sure you're at least watching the windows. Don't just stare at the ground like he's doing and pass the building without scanning. All right, so again, this compound's hot, right? This compound is hot. For fights like this, I'd always rock my SMG. Always rock my SMG. Okay, I like what he's doing with the heartbeat, trying to scan the compound, but he was vulnerable to this building in front of him. He was vulnerable to that building. So basically, if you look, he's scanning. If there was a guy to peek out this window, he'd get shot in the side. Now, it's a perfect third-party opportunity. Again, guys, trust your MP5s. There's no reason. There's no reason to put yourself in a position. Oh. All right. So now we're spectating Young Dream, who's got 4 kills. We got 15 enemies on the map, and there's a vehicle approaching and approaching quickly. From this standpoint now, you have a good position, honestly. You have a nice wall you can play. You got the high ground. You can scan and shoot anybody out here in the open. You can bait the hell out of this loadout stash. You have a very, very questionable M4 build. First off, I know everyone's like, well, this YouTuber told me this. This YouTuber told me this. Guys, stop putting Merc foregrips on your AR. But Savage, it controls your vertical recoil. Vertical recoil is naturally easy to control. You need to control your horizontal recoil, your side-to-side recoil. That's the recoil that's most important to control. Vertical recoil, you just pull down on the stick, right? You just pull down on the mouse. There's no reason to have a Merc foregrip on an AR. Just pull down, right? But when it comes to horizontal recoil, you got to go side to side, and it's unpredictable. Guys, stop putting the Merc on it. I don't care what your favorite YouTuber said. I don't care what any of the testing did. I don't care. It doesn't make sense. Please stop it. Please stop it. Please stop it. Now, the Corvus is a little questionable. Okay, he got rid of it. He got rid of that M4. He's back to the Grawl with the VLK. Okay, this right here. Whoa. Why are you stopped? Don't ever stop moving in the open. Don't ever just stand there. I don't care if you're texting your mom. I don't care if you're checking your map. I don't care what the reason is. Don't. I do like his HDR camo. Not gonna lie. The roses, the flowers on it, they set it apart from the rest. So your boy's got a sniper, but he's not scanning. He's not even trying to look for anybody. Here we go. This right here, guys, when you scan off of a hilltop, what you want to do is peek and unpeek. Peek and unpeek. You don't want to just stand there and hard scope, because what's going to happen? He's going to get shot from everyone else who's hearing him shoot at the enemy. That or the enemy that you're trying to shoot at is going to find you first and kill you. If he's got C4, then he messed up not throwing it down there. He's got a grenade. Well, he messed up not throwing it down there. Always be aware of your tacticals and your lethals, guys. If you need to use it in a fight, do it. His movement's very jagged. He's only level 57. So it's probably got a lot to do with the reason why he's playing how he is. Now, again, you've got the high ground. You need to be focused on the rest of the high ground. There might be an enemy on the high ground with you, right? And there is. Suppress shots to the 340. He needs to be careful how he plays this. He needs to be very careful. I would have been scanning the higher ground before I even peeked the low ground. You want to clear what's on your level before you start dicking on the people out of position, right? All right, so there's other shots. Someone else is shooting at him. Be aware of all the tracers. Remember, guys, if you're putting yourself in a position to be shot 365 degrees to look for something, peek and unpeek, peek and unpeek, peek and unpeek. Like right now, he's vulnerable 365 degrees. How he's not dying is beyond me. I think the other two people are just as scared as he is because it's in game. But he's got the best position in the game regardless. There's a guy right there in front of him. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, no, you hate to see it. No, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Young Dream is in a 1v1 situation right now. Where is this enemy at? I would assume probably below him, but he might be behind this vehicle as well. The fact that this guy hasn't pulled up his map one time is mind-blowing to me. The mini-map's cool, but you can't tell all the details from the mini-map, right? He's not even looking below him. Oh my god, and there's a guy in front of him. All right, so he's plating up. He needs to work his way to the rock because it's bigger cover, and then shoot at the enemy. Instead, he just face checks the enemy and dies. Wow. Guys, look, in that situation there towards end game, if you're behind a tree and you're plating up and you know there's an enemy across from you, you need to sidestep, quickly ADS, and put shots on them, right? Don't just sidestep, stand out there, look for them, then try to ADS and shoot, because you're gonna be dead before you realize what hit you. This game is very fast paced. You guys know it's very fast paced. So in turn, what should you be doing? Should be fast paced. Practice playing aggressive, practice with your movement, practice moving around, guys. Don't put yourself in an area to where everyone can see you. Don't put yourself in the open 360 degrees to get shot at. Don't do it, guys. It's terrible. Granted, he's only level 57, but again, these videos are made for newer players and even intermediate players. I want you guys to learn from everyone's mistakes. I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. I want you guys to learn from each other's mistakes. There's so many scenarios. There's so many different situations. We can't possibly cover it in one video, much less 100 videos. Hopefully throughout the entirety of Warzone, we can eventually cover every aspect of the game. But guys, thank you for the love, dudes. If you haven't already, like the video. Let's get this video to 600 likes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Join the Wolfpack today. And again, I'll be posting a video later on today about the new update. So make sure you guys have your notifications on and get ready to watch that one. But guys, until next time, y'all have a good one and good luck in Warzone. Yo, what's going on, guys? Savage here. Look, the new update's out. I'm very excited. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited. If you guys are interested in any more tips and tricks videos, make sure you click one of these links over here. And again, subscribe to the channel by clicking the link below. Y'all have a good one and good luck.